What is up, everybody? Another one of these early signing day videos. It's Matt, and I'm here with Campus to Canton to give you guys some all around coverage on early signing day. We've got you covered on all of these top players that are committing and where they are going. And for this show, I have got the privilege of talking to you guys about a very intriguing wide receiver prospect in Kyion Grayes. He's out of Chandler, Arizona. He is going to the Ohio State University. Smart kid, smart kid. I mean, all we do is produce winners, right? I'm very excited to see this kid, though. So, as you guys can see, as always on the side of the screen here, he is 24/7 Sports wide receiver 5. He is wide receiver 15 in the composite, but he is C2C's wide receiver 1. He actually just got shifted, I believe. No, he is. He's still our wide receiver 1 overall in the class. And he is on three's wide receiver 20. So a little bit different perspectives on him, obviously. 47th player nationally for 24/7 Sports, 158th national player for Rivals, 83rd national player for ESPN. He is wide receiver 31 for ESPN and wide receiver 27 for Rivals. So, he's a little bit all over the place here, but he's got a very interesting history, and I'm going to explain why and comp him to another player later. But as you can see right there on the bottom of the graphic, he is a 4-star wide receiver now. When he first came onto the scene, he was a 3-star player and the 514th ranked player with an 85 score on 24/7 Sports. And over the past year and a half, he has really shifted up into the early hundreds all the way back in August of this season, and now dipped into the 90s before settling in at the 106th ranked national player with a 95 ranking, getting him a 4-star. But he started out with that 85 ranking, meaning he was a 3-star. I'll explain why that matters in a minute. Grayes can line up in multiple receiver spots, but in my opinion, he seems more fitted for the slot at Ohio State. He's explosive off the line, and his track speed, which he was a track star in high school, it shows on the field as he's able to burn defenders deep when given the chance. He's also very good at tracking the deep ball. He shows good hands and yak ability. In my opinion, he is the new version of Chris Olave. Both were very smooth route runners and can easily create space. Both started at 3-stars, but Grayes has gotten more national attention than Olave did. A couple years at Ohio State, and I could easily see him developing even better route running. He's already a very good route runner, very good, very technically sound as a route runner. And I think being at Ohio State, that's one thing Brian Hartline has done a really good job of teaching these kids and helping them get better at as they're sitting at Ohio State and learning. And I think that's the player I'm comping him to. And I know Austin Nace over the side agrees with that as well. He said the same thing. Like, he's got a lot of Chris Olave in him. And that 3-star rise, I think, comps him even more than I know he's a 4-star now. Pretty sure Olave was a 3-star. He might have just gotten his 4-star after he committed to Ohio State, but they're kind of on that same trajectory. It will be interesting to see what happens for Grayes. He is one of multiple good wide receivers joining the Buckeyes in the signing period. We've seen that freshmen rarely produce in this system, and I would expect the same from Grayes, with JSN, Marvin Harrison Jr., and Emeka Egbuka, and likely Fleming all still being on this roster at the start of the season. Grayes is at best the 5th option on the team. However, he could slide into the slot as early as 2023, with likely McCord or Brown starting at quarterback. He should be fine for fantasy, but it is hard to kind of lock him into a specific number, as we've seen all 3 of the guys in this past season, and Chris Olave, Garrett Wilson, and JSN have had up and down games throughout the year. Grayes will likely be a top fantasy option, though, more often than not, and has the upside of a first-round NFL pick. Again, being at Ohio State, I know they haven't put a ton of players into the first round as of yet. We're going to see at least likely 2 go this year, and then another next year with Jason. As long as Brian Hartline's there and Ryan Day, these guys are going to continue to develop. You got to trust the quarterback play there and the offensive system. I'll be very curious to see what Grayes does. If he's able to get onto the field in special teams and punt and kickoff coverage, maybe he's able to work his way in. They typically do run line sets at times, and I think we might see even more of that shifting now with the guys like Olave and Wilson gone, who are just commanding so many targets with Ohio State over the past couple seasons, that maybe we see more of these guys getting onto the field. But with JSN, Marvin Harrison, Mecca, and Fleming, I do think it's going to be hard for Grayes to really break out. But if he can get on the field with what he can do, I would not be surprised if he shows us some flashes next year, even if he's able to get on the field as a freshman. I expect him to be more of the guy in 2023. Gonna be a really good kid. Very interesting to see what happens with him. Like I said, I see him on that Chris Olave projection there, that kind of trajectory slide, however you guys want to put it. So first round NFL draft pick is in his future. 6', 175. He can do it all. He's not just a slot guy, not just a deep threat. They can move him all over the field, a la JSN. I don't know if he's going to be that good, but he definitely has the upside. Guys, subscribe to the channel. We've been killing it. I'm just going to be honest. We've been killing it with these early signing day videos. A ton of them have already dropped. We've got a ton more coming as these guys commit. We will jump on here, tell you what we think about them for fantasy and moving forward. And I'm so excited to tell you this. I completely forgot. So we're going to go rewind that back for a second. He is not going that early in campus to Canton drafts. You're looking right around the 8 to 12 range in the ADP. So you've got some time to maneuver. I think that's a fair value for him, especially if he ends up producing. In Ohio State, you're going to have those guys overdrafted just a little bit. In your freshman supplemental drafts, I think he's at likely a second-round pick, but it's also going to depend on who's looking where. If you're using us, you're going to take him likely probably at the end of the first round, early second, because of where we have him projected. Some of the other sites don't have him that high. Now, please subscribe to the Campus to Canton YouTube channel. Click the bell icon so that you are notified when all of our videos go live. We've got a ton more of these early signing day videos coming. And, of course, when the new year hits, we will have freshman profiles dropping as well. So stay tuned in to Campus to Canton for all of your college needs and all of your freshman videos, guys. Enjoy the day. It's early Christmas. We've got a ton more of these players committing and a ton more videos.